Welcome to the installation video for the VENUS heat recovery system. At 2VV, we've spent years understanding air. Employing the latest in manufacturing technology in heat recovery ventilation, 2VV is leading the way to a greener and healthy world from design and the state-of-the-art testing to advanced production automation and on-time logistics. 2VV is your partner in ventilation. Encased in a lightweight and rugged housing made of extruded polypropylene, VENUS is offered in two-dimensional casing sizes. The first is 150 to 300 cubic meters per hour, the second 500 to 700 cubic meters per hour. The design of VENUS offers a wide array of features such as easy filter replacement without the need for opening the unit. You can change the filters from the top or the bottom of the unit. The preheating function allows for heat recovery reliability all year round. VENUS is equipped with modern design controls and display panel. When placing the unit, it must be installed in a horizontal position. The parts that are included with every VENUS heat recovery unit are as follows: VENUS unit, design control panel, communication cable, siphon for draining condensate, installation accessories, and instructions for use. To install the unit, measure the distance between the unit's preset mounting holes and mark the area where the unit will be secured to the ceiling. To install VENUS, you will require the following additional parts: plastic anchors, threaded rods, washers, nuts and counter nuts. On all four corners of the unit, place the washers. Next, attach the unit through the holes to the threaded rods. Please note you need to keep both the length and width of the unit tilted 5 degrees towards the designated condensate drain hole. Tighten the unit in place using washers and nuts. Once firmly in place, we can now go to setting up the condensate line. Install the siphon and then connect the flexible condensate drain hose from the unit to the siphon. The siphon can be installed on the wall or concealed within the wall. Then siphon to the existing drain pipe in the house. When completed, on the supply branch of the unit, connect the automatic damper using metal couplings. Connect the actuator. Remember, for the supply line, it is essential to use insulated flex duct. Install the duct at a gentle slope of 5 degrees to avoid any possible condensation that may drain back to the unit. Then secure the duct to the supply damper using aluminium tape. Now repeat these steps, attaching the exhaust line and securing it with aluminium tape. Once completed, we can now install an outdoor outlet for the supply and exhaust air. Using aluminium tape, secure the ducts to the metal duct attached to the outdoor outlet. Now we connect the interior lines to VENUS. First, you must set up the supply distribution box. Measuring the distance between the preset holes in the same way as the unit, mark 3 places on the ceiling that line up with the holes on the distribution box. Drill 3 holes. You will need anchors, threaded rods, washers, counter nuts and nuts. Now let's fasten the distribution box to the ceiling. On all holes of the distribution box, place the washers. Attach the distribution box to the threaded rod using the washers and nuts. Connect the distribution box to the Venus's supply line to the unit using insulated flex duct and secure with metal couplings. Now it's time to install the supply diffusers to the ceiling. Taking the diffuser, mark holes in the ceiling in the same way as before. Drill 3 holes according to marks on the ceiling. Here you will need anchors and screws. Secure the diffuser to the ceiling. Now connect the duct outlet using Ductwork flex hose to the distribution box. Using clamps, secure the ducts to the distribution box and the diffuser. Taking the flex duct, attach it to the diffuser and the grill and fasten using clamps. In the same way, install additional diffusers and grills to the supply branch of the distribution box using loop hangers spaced at 2-meter intervals and attached to the ceiling. Repeating the steps explained earlier for installing the supply distribution box, install an exhaust distribution box and connect it to Venus's exhaust outlet with insulated flex duct. Now, following the same steps connecting the supply grills and diffusers to the supply distribution box, connect Ductwork flex hose to the exhaust distribution box. Once ducting is completed, let's go now to the unit's power box. You can now set up the electrical connections for Venus. As seen here in the video, connect the display control with the control panel. Now connect the boost switch, the external clock, next the humidity sensor, CO2 sensor, connect power supply on sensors, the actuator to the control damper, the power cord. Here connect the external heater. Now arrange the cables and reattach the control box cover. Let's take a moment and check the routing of the supply air ducts and exhaust air ducts. If Venus is installed above a drop ceiling, cut holes in the ceiling panels and attach the exposed grille cover to complete the finished ceiling. As seen here, a proper installation of Venus means the air should be extracted from the bathroom, WC and kitchen. Air should be supplied to the bedroom and the living and children's rooms. When locating the humidity sensor, it should be mounted on a wall to a height of at least 2 meters. Do not place it in the shower over the bath or in the vicinity of the air inlet. screw the sensor on the wall. Attach cables. The wheel on the top of the cover can be set to the desired humidity level at which the unit will activate. CO2 sensors can be installed, for example, in the bedroom, mounted at a minimum of 2 meters high on a wall. Again, do not place it near the air intake. Screw the sensor on the wall. Attach cables. Using a screwdriver, set the sensor to the desired CO2 level at which the unit will activate. Place the control panel on the wall in the living room. Install the back of the display box in the wall and install the power cable in the wall as well. Now attach the metal faceplate. Connect the display to the power cable and using magnets on the back of the display, cover the metal faceplate. When filters need replacing, Venus's control display lets you know by a signal on the display panel. The unit also has a troubleshooting indicator light located on the power box. As seen here, simply pull the filter access panels down, located on the bottom of the unit, and replace the filter. When completed, reset the counter by pushing the reset button located above the troubleshooting indicator on the power box. This concludes installation of the VENUS heat recovery system. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy superior ventilation from 2VV.